I'm Sumitra Kandawal with One Network, and I'm here with Dr. Ronald Krueger, who is the recipient of the Barricart 2018 lecture. So tell me a little bit about the lecture that you gave.
The title is Lenticular Implantation and Refractive Eye Banking as a New Frontier in Refractive Surgery. And basically, what I looked at is where things are sort of moving from what we've always done in the past, which is removing tissue for myopia, and also for hyperopia, but just in the physics of things, it almost seems like if we're taking tissue away from myopia, we should be adding tissue and more corneal power for hyperopia. And that's what Jose Barricart himself had done, 50, 70 years ago. And there's a kind of a groundswell of new effort going on there for actually adding corneal tissue for hyperopia, presbyopia, and keratoconus. Something's happening in the field. It's early in the process, but I think we're going to begin to see refractive surgery expand into more tissue addition procedures, and that's the main crux of the lecture.
That's great. I think there's definitely been lots of innovation, and adding tissue makes a lot of sense. Tell me a little bit about working with some of the eye banks and stuff. How do you see, cornea and refractive surgery kind of mixing? There's always been this idea that we don't really have refractive cornea surgery yet, for example.
Right. So the eye banks are in themselves changing. There's more consolidation of some eye banks, in different groups that are forming. There used to be a lot more individual eye banks. Now they're really becoming more systematized, and a lot of them are looking at, how can they grow their market into new areas. And so giving them the idea that refractive is an area that could grow as a tissue addition, they're really ramping up and embracing that. And so there's several different initiatives that way. There's a new procedure called LIKE, which is lenticular implantation keratoplasty, where you make a LASIK flap, add a lenticular tissue underneath the flap to correct high hyperopia, and then lay the flap back down, and you can come back and do a small correction with an excimer to refine it to an exact, precision power, and do it in a customized way with really good outcomes and good asphericity of the cornea, much better than what you would get with a hyperopic LASIK. And so that's going to enhance our outcomes, and bring us into an area that we couldn't otherwise treat a +6 or a +8. There would be no great solution, but now we can do it with this tissue addition procedure.
Well, that's really exciting stuff in the future for cornea and refractive surgery and blending them together. So
yeah, and the nice thing is it goes back to what Jose Barricart had proposed 70 years ago when he was doing tissue addition and keratoplasty, keratomelusis keratoplasties, for hyperopia.
Well, a very fitting lecture then.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.